Hey, what's going on, guys? TBL here, coming back at you with some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay on the PlayStation 4. That's right, it has been an awful long time since we had some Black Ops 3 gameplay on here, and for good reason. I've been doing a lot of other things, and I certainly haven't been spending too much time on Black Ops 3 as of late. It had really been a couple of weeks since I last played some bloops and got down on the old Call of Duty battlefields, and you know, with my recent feelings about Destiny's PvP, getting a little bit tired of it, taking a little bit of a break, certainly on my main account from Destiny's PvP, I wanted to go back and play some Call of Duty and get back into that, and oh boy am I glad I did. This game still feels so good to play. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm finishing up my hero challenges for the specialist characters. I have one left to do, and that is Old Ruin here. I just finished up the gravity spikes like a day or so ago, and I'm starting to finish up the overdrive. I had never actually used overdrive, or really Ruin in general, before doing these challenges, and finishing him up for the hero armor again. But I had never actually used overdrive until like yesterday, after I finished up the gravity spikes challenges, just starting up the overdrive challenges, and holy crap, is overdrive super duper fun. Why doesn't everybody use that? I mean, sure, it might not be utility wise as good as, say, the battery and her reactive armor, or her literal boom tube, you know, running around literally noob tubing everything in sight, but it's really fun in my opinion. And you guys know I'm a rush style player. I love getting up close and personal with SMGs and shotguns, and overdrive works oh so well for that. As you guys saw, I just unlocked the gold camo on my Weevil. It's been a long time since I played Black Ops 3. I'm only like Prestige 5. And I am really happy to be back on it. It's super duper fun. Black Ops 3 is an incredibly fun game, and it's just what I need to get kind of out of the craziness of Destiny's PvP right now. So you can definitely expect to see a few more Black Ops 3 videos in the future as I continue to play this game. Although it's not like I'm done with Destiny or anything. I still sometimes play that PvP, and I'll still be having like weapon review videos and news videos and whatnot coming out. Which, speaking of news, holy crap, today has just been an unbelievably eventful day already. First off, to all of my friends across the pond, to all of my British viewers, all of my European viewers, it has been a rather eventful and a rather historic day, whether, you know, you are on the left or the right of this issue. It is an absolutely historic day today, and I am of course talking about Britain, Great Britain's choice to leave the European Union. The so-called Brexit campaign wound up being a success. 52% votes for leave over the 48% votes to remain in the European Union, and now Britain is gonna be on its own. They've got about 2 years to fully exit from the EU, and it's gonna be a thing now. And again, whether you are on the leave camp or the remain camp, you've got to admit today is going to be a very interesting day in history. I mean, like, just take a look around. We're getting to see history in the making here. Whether this is going to be a good decision for Britain or a terrible one for them and their economy and their politics, we won't know for some time. Of course, now the short-term financials look kind of bad. Of course, the British pound has dropped by about 11 cents in comparison to the dollar, and the markets are kind of following suit, but I'm not really too much worried about that, since that's generally what was expected to happen either way. And of course, I'm not a European citizen, I'm not a British citizen, so I don't really understand the full measures of each side here. I understand that a lot of Brits wanted their independence from the EU and have certainly campaigned on that successfully, it seems. And I certainly know there are a lot of people on the other side of the aisle who wanted Britain to remain within the EU for a variety of reasons, including stability for the Union and for Britain itself. Maybe some of you British and European guys out there in the audience can help enlighten things a little bit further in the comment section. But again, I don't know the full arguments for each side. But at the end of the day, Britain has chosen to leave the EU. And I have to say, you know, I'll celebrate what they're calling the British Independence Day, since the idea of a country maintaining or retaining its sovereign independence always sounds good to an American like me. But again, either way you look at it, today is going to be a very big day in history. Mark it down, you lived through one of the big events of history. And we will certainly see where it goes to from here on out. But anyways, back to some Black Ops 3. I am rocking out with a VMP here. After I got my gold on the Weevil, I went ahead and swapped classes. That Weevil was a 5 attachment class, so it had no perks, no tacticals, no lethals or anything on it. It just had the gun with all of those attachments. I had to finish up the 50 kill challenge for that. Got my gold, so we're moving over to the VMP. And I've got to say, I never really gave the VMP much of a shot before now, and what was I thinking? This thing is an absolute monster. Now, I know certainly it's not as powerful as it was in the past. It did catch a bit of a nerf, but you throw on the BOA sight to reduce some of that recoil, get rapid fire on this thing and long barrel, maybe a little bit of fast mags in there, and you are just dropping people all over the place. I mean, you guys know I was a CUDA man for life. I love that thing, but it caught one too many nerfs, and it now just kind of feels like it's a pea shooter. A pea shooter with really slow handling times at that. So I was looking for another submachine gun to try to replace that one. I started playing around with the Vesper a bit, and the Vesper is super duper inconsistent. Certainly if you're in like shotgun distance, it erases people. But like anywhere outside of there, it's like you might get the kill 50% of the time. So eventually I decided to jump back to the VMP and give that a shot, got everything unlocked for it, and started playing around with it with the build that I've got right now, which I do believe is a Fast Mags Rapid Fire BOA 3 long barrel variant of it, and I love this thing. It is an absolute beast. And as you can see from the gameplay here, I put in quite a bit of work with it. It mixes really well with this overdrive class. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough to help me push this team over the top. While we definitely did this game some good, I tried to keep it competitive, just couldn't push my team back from the brink there and wound up catching that L. And it was from this young gentleman, JJ Masher here no less, with that ICR, the assault rifle laser of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I tell you, it's been really good being back on Black Ops 3's multiplayer. It just really feels good. And there is still a bit of skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3, just not the way it is in Destiny. Here in Bloops 3, sometimes we just have that scrub-based matchmaking, where it just sets you up with a team and everybody on your team crawls onto your back. But there we go, we did wind up going 35-19. Oh man, I gotta get a backpack if I'm gonna be carrying this hard. But you know what? I don't care that we lost because I'm still having a lot of fun with this. But alright guys, it's gonna be it for this one. Be sure to let me know what you think of the Brexit vote down in the comment section below. And are you taking a bit of a break from Destiny's PvP? I would recommend it. But alright, I'm out for now guys. And as always, I am the Black Link. You guys stay frosty.